Hey guys, welcome back to Things Tina Does, Words of Encouragement. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And you know, this is such a time that we cherish and remember our fathers and celebrate them. And if they're close to us, it's so fun to, treat them a little bit and make over them at this time of year. One of the things that I think of, and I think probably everybody does, when you think of father, you think of three things: wisdom, instruction, and advice, right? And there are things that we look to our fathers to exemplify for us. And one of the things that I remember so much about my dad is he was always working. Still is a contractor, and he was always building and working on things and fixing things. And I always wanted to be right in the middle of what he was doing. Probably because I just enjoyed spending so much time with him, and I was a bit of a tomboy, truth be told. But anyway, I remember him telling me as I was growing up and helping him, he said, "Teen, you always want to measure twice and cut once." And I always remembered that. So whenever I'm measuring for something, I always remember those words: measure twice, cut once. But you know what? As I've gotten older in my life, I realize that those words are so much more applicable to more than just cutting lumber, right? And especially for me, I want to be so careful with my mouth. And I did grow up in an environment where we just kind of shouted our argument or our side of the debate until we won, right? And whatever. But as I grew into adulthood and learned to live with, a wonderful man who wasn't going to put up with being yelled at, I realized that those words, measure twice, cut once, also are such great wisdom for me with my mouth. When I'm getting ready to say something, it's good for me to remember, think about it, pray about it, then maybe speak, right? And that way, hopefully I'm not popping off at the mouth when I shouldn't be. So measure twice, cut once is something I always remember from my dad. And it reminds me of a verse in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1. "Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding." And that's such a simple thing, but for me, I need to dwell on that more. I don't know about you, maybe you've got that locked, man, and you're good to go. But for me, I need to apply that to my life all the time. And remember my father's instruction. Pay attention to his words of wisdom, because they are life and they are such freedom. I hope this encourages you. Take a moment to celebrate the Father in your life, and don't forget that we all have a Heavenly Father who is always with us and never leaves us. I hope that helps you, and I'll see you next time on Words of Encouragement.